so we can see it in black and white, and then you can come back and we'll review it, as you're going along. So, what was your calorie range that Yvonne wanted you to stay in?
1200.
1200? Perfect. Okay. So that puts you right about here. So the nice thing about this booklet is everything in this column has already been configured to be 1200 calories for you. So all you have to do is eat like what is outlined here, and you're automatically going to be there. Makes it a lot easier. So as you can see, we want to do a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. So 3 meals, and then 3 snacks. You got your morning, afternoon, and your evening snack. Now, as far as meals go, we just teach simple, basic nutrition, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. We want all 3 meals to look like this. We want to get a healthy protein, a healthy carb, mostly a fruit or a vegetable.
Okay.
So keep in mind, your healthy proteins are going to be your grilled chicken, your grilled fish. Eggs are great, beans are great, Greek yogurt is great as well. Portion-wise, we are eating 6 times a day, so they do have to be smaller portions. So really, a good rule of thumb, palm of your hand-sized portion, great place to be. Same thing with your carbs. I know a lot of diets out there will give carbs kind of a bad name. Carbs your body actually needs as a quick source of energy. We just know that they're healthy carbs and not so healthy carbs. So we really want to stick with those good ones. Sweet potatoes are great, steel-cut oats for oatmeal, whole grain brown rice, that kind of thing. Keep in mind still about the palm of your hand-sized portion. And then over half your plate, a fruit or a vegetable. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And then your book breaks that down a little further for you. Like I said, a good rule of thumb is about the palm of your hand-sized portion. But if you ever have a question or you need ideas of what to do, your book will tell you. So for breakfast, and by the way, we want to try and get everything in each column. For breakfast, we're doing a protein, a fruit, 2 healthy carbs, a fat, and a milk. Then to find your portion size or to get ideas of what to eat, you'll just go to that list. So for breakfast, you can do 1 protein. I find that on list 2. Look forward. Here's list 1. Everything there. List 2. So that protein example, say you wanted eggs for breakfast, it says I can have 1 whole egg or 2 egg whites. Reason being, as you know, the yolk has a little more fat in it, a little more cholesterol. You can do more egg whites or 1 whole egg. So all your meat are listed here. We definitely want to try and limit the beef and the pork. It's just not quite as lean as grilled chicken or ground chicken or turkey. Carbs are up here on list 1. Keep in mind, any kind of bread product we do, we always want to go whole grain, whole wheat. Starchy vegetables, those can count as your carb too. Like I said, sweet potatoes, one of the best natural carbs you can do. Moving forward, vegetables, go crazy with those, they're awesome for you. Fruits we don't want to go overboard with because of the sugar. More sugar equals more calories, even if it's natural sugar, so we just kind of want to be careful with our portions of fruit. About 2 of those a day is what your book is recommending. Moving forward, we always want to do skim milk, low-fat cheese. For example, feta cheese is one of the lowest fat cheeses. That might be something good to try. Same thing with part skim mozzarella, another good lower fat cheese. Fats, speaking of, are actually really important for a good balanced meal. Healthy fats help you absorb vitamins better, minerals better, so they're important for a balanced diet. It is possible, though, to have too much of a good thing, so keep in mind your portions are pretty small when it comes to your fats. We have almonds here, only about 6. It sounds tiny, but about 6 almonds. Avocados, you can have the whole avocado, olive oil, pecans, walnuts, that kind of thing. Then it moves down to the okay fats and the not so goods. But keep in mind, this is more of a lifestyle change, not a diet per se. So these fats you can have, just make sure you're moderating your portions and you're only having 1 fat at each meal. So bacon's on here, just 1 slice, butter, just 1 teaspoon, that kind of thing. Then list 7 has a bunch of free foods on there for you. Definitely give that a look over when you have time. But the last thing, and actually probably the most important thing, that I like to point out about your eating plan are your snacks. Your morning, afternoon, evening snack. Keep in mind, it's not just an apple, it's not just carrots. Those are super healthy, but when you're trying to lose weight right now, your body needs more protein than somebody that's just like walking around maintaining their weight. So the protein snacks are a perfect place to increase your protein. And what's great about protein is it helps keep you full. So if you're eating your protein snack in between your meals, when you sit down to eat, you're more likely to be able to do your smaller portions because you're not as starving. Here at Achieve, we're really big on you making your own meals, doing all the real life stuff. But snacks, it is really hard to go to the grocery store and find good quality protein snacks that you can carry with you that are portable. Greek yogurt, great protein snack. String cheese, really good too. However, you can't really throw those in your bag and be like, I hope this stays good all day. So, we say save those maybe for your last snack of the day. But when you're out and about, we have really good products like this to help you. For example, protein bars, they are awesome. I'll let you try this one right here. This one is my favorite. That is our Caramel Crunch Bar. It's also our bestseller. Pretty good? Yeah. The thing that's great about those, they're all low fat, all low sugar, have 15 grams of protein. It's awesome. Selling point, they're $9.66 per box, but keep in mind there's 7. So when you break it down, it's like $1.40 per bar, which candy bars aren't honestly that much nowadays. These are just low fat, low sugar, 10 times better for you. If you like more of like a crunchy taste, we have protein chips, which are awesome. They're actually probably my favorite product that we have. If you want to try those, that's the ranch chip. We have barbecue as well, if you want to try that. The chips, those are great because they're all low fat, all low salt, and have a high protein count. They actually have 10 grams of protein per bag. A bag of potato chips this size, as you know, lots of salt, lots of fat, 2 grams of protein. These guys have 10. And they're $1.50 per bag, which honestly, potato chips are what, like $1 per bag? So pretty close. So that's another great option. We do also have, drinks if you're more into like a protein drink. We have bottled drinks that have protein powder already mixed in. All you do is add water, shake them up, good to go, yeah. So again, something else you can throw in your bag, take with you, maybe even after the gym, mix it up, good to go. And that price is $7.56 for the 6-pack, so when you break it down again, not too bad. So just something to think about. Those are super important to keep in mind with your eating plan. Last thing, Tracy, we're going to do is we are going to talk about what you're doing during the day, see if there's a couple tweaks, and then you'll be on your way. So what is your weight loss goal?
130.
130? Awesome. And I always like to tell people we're all about healthy weight loss. Unfortunately, it's not healthy to drop 30 pounds like that. It's slower. So if you're in the range of like 2 to 5 pounds a week, that's actually good, healthy weight loss. As long as you're keeping that up, don't get discouraged if you get on the scale and you're like, oh, it's 2 pounds this week. That's great. Good, healthy weight loss. Have you tried Phentermine before?
Have not.
Okay, great. Something else that I always like to point out about the Phentermine is that some people do think it's like this magic weight loss pill. Unfortunately, it's not. There's really no such thing. With the Phentermine, we use it as a tool here at Achieve so that you can do the lifestyle change a little easier. That way, if you get in the habit while you're on the Phentermine of doing your eating like this and your exercise, then when you get done with the Phentermine, you're not going to gain it all back. So just use this time right now to get in good habits, and the Phentermine will make it easier. You're going to realize, wow, I really have been eating a little bit more than what I really need. So what are you doing as far as what you're drinking during the day? Any soda, coffee, tea, water?
I do coffee and I do water. Okay,
great. The coffee, are we doing any cream, sugar? Yeah, okay. So keep in mind, we want to try and do low-fat, low-sugar, especially in our drinks, because those get absorbed really quickly into our bloodstream. Not so good. So something you can think about, though. Look in your book when you're doing your coffee creamer. It's under your fat. So as long as you're not doing another fat at breakfast, you could squeeze in just a little small serving of cream in your coffee. Coffee creamer right here, liquid, about 2 tablespoons. So just a little small amount. You don't have to give it up completely. We just want to moderate it for sure. We also don't want to go overboard with the caffeine. How much water do you think you do a day?
Maybe about maybe like 3 to 4, 6
bottles. Okay, that's a great start. What we really recommend, and I know this sounds crazy, it's about 1 gallon a day, which broken down is about 8 bottles. So you're well on your way there, just because it's going to flush fat, flush toxins, and a lot of times when you're hungry and you eat, your body's actually dehydrated, which is awesome because water has 0 calories. So if you're filling up on that water, you're more full, 0 calories, plus you're hydrated. So do you think we could make it our goal? You're doing about 4 bottles now, about 6 bottles a day of water? Okay, and then just keep in your mind, we're all about achievable goals here, so slowly trying to increase that to where you're doing a full gallon a day would be great. So now, are you doing a breakfast?
When I can.
When you can? Okay. So you just don't have a lot of time? Okay. You know how they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Truly is, just because you want to keep your metabolism going right when you wake up and keep it going throughout the day. Plus, it's a great place to get extra protein in that you might be lacking elsewhere. So if you don't have a lot of time, something that we really recommend would be meal replacement shakes. These are awesome because they have 35 grams of protein per shake, which is huge. A chicken breast has like 20 grams. So this would be something really awesome for you to do in the mornings when you don't have a lot of time. Make it real quick, drink it on your way to work. Really quick, really easy. You could do them in a blender or in a little shaker cup that you have. Mix them with water. The reason I really like them too, high in protein, they're low sugar and low fat, and they have a ton of vitamins in there too, so they're really good for you. Keep in mind, price-wise, they're $14.99 per box. But they're 7, so it's like a $2 meal. So it's actually pretty affordable as well. Really quick, and it tastes good, so that definitely helps. So that could be an option for breakfast for sure. So now, lunches. What are you doing for lunches? Does it vary a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you, going out to eat or bringing your own? Or
No, I cook.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, we're really big on that protein. It's going to help when you're having a lot of protein for breakfast, then you're going to stop and get your protein snack in. But for lunches, grilled chicken is great, grilled fish again. Something that you could do is have your grilled chicken put on a salad, or even sandwiches are fine. If you're doing, remember, your whole wheat bread, that's your healthy carb. Your lunch meat is your protein. Load it up with lettuce, tomato, onion. Those chips that you tried, that could be something good to have with the sandwich. Get even more protein in. So then dinners, how are they looking?
That's good. I do a lot of vegetables and fish, big fish and chicken.
That's awesome. Yeah, sometimes the healthiest meals are just the most simple. You've got your piece of grilled meat, your fish or chicken, a healthy carb, mostly fruit or vegetable. Keep in mind, don't be afraid of the healthy carb. You've got your vegetables and your fish. Sweet potatoes, those are great. Brown rice again, the whole grain, even if it's the Uncle Ben's Ready Rice, whole grain brown, you can microwave that. It's a really quick, easy, healthy side. So now, are you snacking currently, or?
Not really, not much.
Okay, remember, we want you to snack. Snacks are okay. Keep in mind, whatever kind of snack you do, we definitely want to have protein. So if it's a protein bar, perfect. Protein chips, those are great. Greek yogurt is good too. We just want to make sure we have stuff like this on hand when you're out and about for when you get hungry. That's when we mess up. We're out, there's no other options. We'll do a vending machine, a drive-through, a convenience store. Not so good. So a couple of things. Multivitamins, how are you doing with those?
I actually bought some.
You bought some? Okay, great. How are you liking them?
Really good.
Good. Well, definitely make sure, if you know of anybody, recommend them. Our Berry Carolina is so great because it has your multi, your fish oil, and your vitamin D. And what's awesome with that is the vitamin D tablet is going to help with weight loss. We find a lot of people are deficient in it too because we spend so much time inside. We don't get it from the sunlight anymore. So that's really going to help. And price-wise, it's $24.99, but that's going to last you the full month. And it has your D, your multi, and your fish oil. So a lot of people are finding it's cheaper than going to like GNC, buying them all separate. That kind of thing. So perfect. I'm glad you're taking those and are a fan. The last thing, exercise. How are you doing with that?
Not so often.
Okay. Okay. What we recommend starting out is cardio. So 3 days a week, 30 minutes at a time, cardio. Then when you start to lose the weight, incorporate the weight training to tone up what you're losing. Perfect. So do you have any questions about anything, Tracy?
No.
Pretty good? Okay. So I see on your chart that you were thinking about doing a shot card. Do you know a little bit about that, or?
Not so much.
Not so much? Okay, let me tell you about the shot card. It's a little bit more money up front. It is $100, but you get 5 shots, so you get a shot for free. It's going to save time and money. Yeah, because sometimes when we're busy, you'll just have that card in your chart. You come in, it's a really quick in and out process. And that vitamin B12 is just going to help with your energy levels, your metabolism, and it has a fat burner too. So what's great about that card, you can try it for the month and the week for 5 shots. We can get you started with that if that's what you want to do. Okay, great. Alrighty. Now what I always recommend for my patients is, I don't want you to leave with like a wagon full of stuff. I always say, get yourself set up for a week. You're coming back in a week to get your shot anyway. So I always say, grab a box of bars. There's 7. And then the same amount of chips, there's 7 as well. For you also, I'd probably recommend the shakes. There's 7, last you the week for breakfast, just so that you can make it through a week, see how you do with that high protein in your diet. So you tried the Rocky Road, did you want to grab those?
Sure.
Okay, great. And then do you want ranch or barbecue chips, would you say?
Ranch.
Okay, let me grab you 7 bags of those.
Okay.
And then we have chocolate and vanilla shakes. What were you thinking you'd like?
Vanilla.
Vanilla? Perfect. All right, and we'll get your shot card at the front, and you are good to go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What's my time?
15:28.
Okay, that's fine though. That's okay.